What's up, everybody? We're back for another episode of Donzell's Motivational Monday. And my question to you today is, are you being intentional? So before you answer that, let me actually break down the definition of what being intentional is. So being intentional is making conscious attempts to live according to your values, to your beliefs, to what is important to you. So a perfect example is early when I was in a dating phase of, pursuing or courting my wife. I was very intentional through my actions, through the words that I said. Everything that I did told her hey, I want to be with you. I don't want nobody else. I want you. I was very intentional in everything that I did. My wife, she was very intentional as well. She told herself that whatever man she marries, that she would have a spiritual relationship with them as well. Even when we were just dating, days when we would just be sitting around the house, just laughing, talking, or watching TV, she would say, hey babe, let's read a devotion. And we would, pull out our Bible apps and we would read a devotion. And then days later, when we would just be relaxing, doing nothing, she would bring it up again. Hey babe, let's read a devotion. This began to become constant in our relationship. We would constantly do it over and over again to where it became normal. She was very intentional. She knew what was important to her. And so she pursued those things. I say that to say, guys, I know there are times when we sit and we're waiting for things to happen in our lives, and they aren't happening when we want them to. And sometimes, we wake up and we just hope that good things are going to happen. And sometimes we just need to be more intentional. So today we're going to discuss how to be more intentional to achieve the things that we want. So the first step is you have to lay the foundation. You have to realize that your life is made up of choices. Every morning is a new day full of decisions and choices that you get to make. You get to decide how you choose to feel. You get to decide your attitude and the decisions that you make. You don't have to let different circumstances or the negativity affect you. Every morning is a new morning. You get to choose how you want to react. And sometimes even when there's negativity all around you, you have to create that environment. I could be having a bad morning. I could have woke up late. I could have forgot my lunch at home. I may not have got a lot of sleep the night before. But since I decide whether I have a good day or not, when I get in the car, I turn on my music, my motivation, or my music, and I just listen. And I create that environment. Before I get out the car, I pray for three things. I pray for growth, I pray for motivation, and I pray for completion. So all those things that happened to me prior to coming to work, it's not an issue now because I've created that environment for myself on what a successful day looks like for me. And you guys have to do that same thing for you. What does a great morning look like to you? You have to realize that every morning is a new opportunity for you to decide how it's going to go. The next principle is to evaluate the culture that you're swimming in. If the culture you're surrounded with is going downstream, where do you think you'll be going? If it's going upstream, where do you believe you'll be going? So sometimes you have to actually step back and look at the culture you're swimming in. See what direction you're going in. And be very intentional. If it's not taking you in a direction that you like, then you have the power to change that. The next principle is decide to live your life. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Your lives are different. They were born to live their life. You were born to live your life. There's no sense in wasting time being jealous or being super infatuated with someone else's life. Live the life that you were born to live. Determine what you want. Determine how you want your life to be and pursue that. And be intentional with the relationships you build, with the environment you surround yourself with, so that you can live the life that you want to live and not their life, because you only get one shot at yours. And last but not least, set goals. And set goals that are directly in line with the path that you want to pursue, with the path that you feel like is your purpose. Identify what you want in your life and start to communicate that and contribute to that and be intentional in the way that you set your goals. The worst thing we could ever do is waste our time waiting for things to happen, just hoping that the things come to us. Be intentional. Be intentional in your relationships. Be intentional in your environment. Be intentional in the ways that you carry yourself. And I promise you that if it's meant for you to have, you'll have it. I love y'all. Peace.